What are you doing?
Cut this one into little bigger ones.
Bigger ones?
Yeah.
Cutting it into bigger or cutting it into smaller?
Well, this is smaller.
I think I'm shooting off there. Need to put a backboard on it so they get stopped, so then it goes shooting across the yard. Oh, it's 41 in here, though. At least it's not 12, or whatever it was that one morning. That was rough. You get her? It's cold. Yeah. Yep. So, we can get right to moving here. Oh, I gotta throw some insulation. Or we can just... Let's do the whole thing.
Yeah,
That way, let's get the I just don't like it.
I know. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I wouldn't expect you to help. Not because you won't, but because you don't need to. Hi, Nix.
Oh.
Let me in. Come on.
We're over here.
Come on.
She wants us to go back to the fire pit.
No, I'm not. It's cold out, sweetheart.
And she took a couple of logs over there.
Did she really?
Yeah, the little round one.
Yeah. She picked them up and
picked them
dropped
up
them.
and took them over there.
You want to have a fire outside again? You like that? Huh? You like that? You're funny.
She's like, and I want my, what would you call Moxie to her?
Your friend?
Friend?
You're lonely today? We had Moxie up here yesterday. Our daughter and boyfriend came out, which was nice. She's only been here, what, one time?
Yeah, one or two times. I mean, she came for Gabe's graduation, but we weren't here long.
Oh, she did. That's right.
Yeah. So, two.
So 2 times. The first time it was like tick haven.
Yeah.
She wasn't having it, and I completely understand,
Yeah.
right?
That's me.
Oh, this is the cup for outside for the light. We
Okay.
gotta put that in too today so we can insulate that bay.
Yeah.
Should I cut this stuff in and then get the insulation done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's, babe.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
Now I've got to get all scientific. Wish I had a hole saw this size.
Oh, I wish it was warmer in here.
My feet are cold.
My feet are really
I
cold.
got construction Crocs on.
I have just my running shoes.
I had insulated socks, but
I didn't bring my insulated socks. I'm sure I have some up in the
excuse me.
We have quite a bit of clothing up there.
Yeah, we do, which is good. Sure. You want it kind of further away from the light, right? Or from the door? I want it right next to the door because it's going to draw bugs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Should we go up higher with it? It's going to draw bird nests too.
Yeah.
We'll go up.
Need the pencil?
Nah,
Okay.
we're just going to eyeball it. I'm going to go right here. Right here. Sweetums. Okay.
So does that poke through to the outside?
Yeah. So we need to get a light fixture on it. There. Cool.
Sweet.
hold that end down there. Oh, look at this. I put it right where it went.
Right where it goes.
Well, yeah, I guess right where it goes. Right terminology, not right where it went. Wherever I put it is where it went. See if I can stake my finger to the wall. That was awesome. Handles in there just to kind of make it look neater.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just a cabinet.
Not building the grand piano.
No grand pianage. It's all cabinage. Little shot of. This is the Safari Charlie gun lube.
Safari Charlie protects, lubes, cleans. High-tech gun cleaning lubricant for extreme conditions and tough jobs. Anti-friction, anti-corrosion, anti-rust, anti-wear. Deep penetration. No Teflon, no wax, no silicone. Silicones. Not Silicon Valley. No gum up, no residue. It's actually for real guns.
I didn't want to go spend money on lube for an air nailer. So hopefully everything it says on the bottle is correct. Get on there. There we go. Because these things get gummed up with the wrong lube in them. But she's 20 some years old, so I think she can handle a little bit more. Kind of like running your old 92 F-150. She can handle a little straight 40 weight after she's got 110,000 on it. Not the new stuff. Definitely the old stuff, though. I was looking for my pencil. It was in my hat. Still looking for my pencil that's in my hat. Whoa, hey. Man, I wish the ceiling went up that quick. That was just so slick. This one's in here.
Mix keeps thinking that we're going for a walkabout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's going down the driveway like, oh, no, we're not going.
Oh,
Oh!
well, busted the end off
Yeah.
there, didn't I?
Came
Shoot.
in just in time to save you from yourself.
I know. Shoot. That was dangerous. Oops. Get in there. There it goes. She's got a little bit of a crown in it.
I love that Jillian loves this thing.
What?
Jillian loves this thing.
Oh yeah, man.
She's like, Mom, this is awesome. I'm like, I know. Running shoes are not ideal. It was just so nice the last time we were here. You know, I think I just was thinking it's gonna be that nice.
Yeah, I mean the forecast sure seems to just be all over the place.
Yeah.
Right now, which is fine. Have to expect that.
Oh, there's one sheet of the chicken station back here.
There's what?
The sheet is
Remember, measure it.
ba ba ba. She ready to nail?
Yeah, you can nail that one and then. Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's my show.
It's all right. Laser beams. Don't stare into the lasers. Yeah, we're just notching out for our boxes on the wall. This one's not a very great example. There goes the square. Yeah, you can see I had to cut that one. Go lefty because I'm, ambidextrous. There we go.
How'd you know that wasn't gonna fit?
Because it's crooked. It's crooked. Oh, and then you gotta do dangerous things. So since this has to fit down onto a tongue, because this is the groove, and you have to try to stick it in there like this and then rock it up, like the box gets in the way. The outlet receptacle box hits this edge. Okay? So, very gingerly. You gotta cut that relief in there, like that. So you can see it. It would have hit this square edge if that was square. You can get the tongue just into the groove, push down on it, and it'll roll up. That actually worked. It's not the prettiest, but there's gonna be switch plates and stuff for receptacle covers and stuff on it. So if you make a bigger mess and your opening is shoddier than what I just did, they make a bigger receptacle plate. You get small, medium, and large. So if you jack up, get a bigger plate. And then these windows, we're just going to take a trim router and just route all this excess off. We'll cut the next one better. But there. So there's that one. Now, measure this one to there. 71 7/16. So there's been some discussion about whether or not a chop saw would be faster. And yeah, probably. But if you put your mark on your board up at like the first third, I guess you can say, of this, like put it up here. When you go to put your saw on there, there's your mark. It's right in your gauge right there. So you don't have to. With a chop saw, you're always coming down, seeing if you're on your mark, yada yada. I don't know. We're a fan of this little M12 saw, for sure. And chop saw, it's a small space. You have to set up a spot. And if you're cutting off of one end, like the wall we have, like this wall over here, if you put the chop saw there or here, these boards are 10 feet long. So if you're cutting the end off, you don't have enough room here. And you want to be cutting based on which way your blade is spinning. So we're cutting these finished side down because the blade's pulling through the finished side. If we were to cut it the other way, the blade would be pulling through. So it's cutting, the blade is spinning this way. So when it's taking a bite out of the wood, it's coming through the finished side like this, right? So any blowouts from the wood will come on the back side, the unfinished side, which is going to be hidden anyway. If you do it this way, that blade's going to come through and pop these edges off, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's just like you're going to cover most all of it. But if it's like you're butting up to another piece of wood, you get these splintered edges. And it's not right. So you have to take that into consideration when you're setting your workspace up too. So you can't just flip the board over back to the chop saw. If it's set up over there, you can't just flip the board over to cut it. Basically, you need to be able to move that board, I guess what I'm saying, either side of that chop saw. And since they're 10 feet and this cabin's only 23 and a half feet inside, you'd have to set the chop saw up outside. And then you're pulling all your boards. Again, it's all part of the process of this space, at least for here. All our boards we stained here and put them on the loft. So thank God we have the loft, or else all those boards would be stacked up, or we'd be trying to lean a board, or we'd have to get shorter boards because these walls, it's only like 7'6" here, so you can't even stand an 8-foot board up. So just a lot of thought in your layout and your workspace. Again, not using the chop saw because you wouldn't be able to put it in here and be able to cut at any spot on a 10-foot board. And then you'd be outside and it's, what, 31 degrees out right now? Mm-hmm. In and out, and then moving your board from here, walking it out there to chop, bringing it back in. If it was too long, you're walking it back out to trim a little bit more off of it. So we just opted to go this route. So
it's not breaking it down.
Yeah, it's just.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a nice fire.
Fire is ripping.
Again, that's the tiny wood stove. What is that one? I don't remember.
The dwarf stove?
Dwarf, thank you. 5 KW dwarf. We need you to catch that board, actually, bud. Can you do both? And also, chop saws aren't real square. I don't know. My chop saw's been beat to crap and drugged to job sites and hit stuff with nails in it and bent. And
so this is a good example of like the notches.
So see how the frays are on this side? That was the back side. Now, it's not splintering because it's pine, but look at the front side. I mean, look how clean that edge is.
Yeah.
That's why you cut finished side down. Butt up against that other piece. Mark where your box is at. We'll go back over here. Transfer those marks over to the back side. And we're just cutting the groove out of it.
not a problem?
No, great question. Not on this. We did have one that the knot was here, and we were taking a really deep cut, and the knot was right here, and as soon as we cut it, it popped at the knot. So, great question. Sometimes it can definitely be a problem, but since we're just taking a little bit, it's not a problem. The knot's not a problem. Take your pencil, put it on your mark, mash your finger into the speed square, hold it tight. There's the line you gotta follow. Just watching the line right here in the notch. Get to the end. You cut past a little bit because you got the radius of your blade, so you're not cutting through that face. And then you have a little bit left on the front right there because your blade's curved, so it's not obviously cutting right to the line that you made. So then you take your scroll saw, jigsaw, and finish your cut. Like that. That, see? Beauty. Real beauty. Huh?
You make it look so easy.
Well, it's not hard. It's just a matter of just getting into it and messing, screwing up. I mean,
Yeah.
you just got to screw up enough to figure it out. It's that easy. Make mistakes. Just go out and make mistakes. It's the only way you're going to know. We're using 2-inch brads, 18 gauge aluminum, and we're nailing right in the top edge.
It's a little dark back here. Okay, we're good.
We're nailing right in this edge right here. You can see it kind of pop through the back. And that way, I mean, you can see a nail pop every once in a while, but there's no face nails that way. You know, because it's white. Eventually, you know, you just have a row of face nails on every stud and you just be able to see them. This stuff is designed as such that you nail through there. And that way when you put your next board on, it's hidden. Because there's a nail right here, a nail right here. You can see where we got a little carried away, but it happens. It still isn't as bad as a face nail. So it's not like we're super critical about it, but just hide your nails. Yeah, but
I love that.
we're not landing the ends of the boards on a stud. That's a
A problem or is that
no. It's an opinion. Okay. People think you should land your seams. This seam here, it's not on the stud.
Yeah.
People think you should be cutting and landing your boards on the stud. This whole cabin's gonna move. These gaps might open up and close. I don't know. But here's the deal. I'm not gonna take the time to cut this and have all these extra cuts to hit a stud because you're just generating more waste. You're gonna have drop pieces everywhere. The fact that this is tongue and groove and the next board captures this seam, it at least holds it front to back from moving front to back. And the only thing holding these things in is an aluminum 18 gauge nail. So if this place is moving and growing, those nails aren't gonna be strong enough to hold this board to this stud. They're aluminum. They're basically just there to hold it up. There's more strength in the wall. The more pieces you get tied together, this wall becomes super strong. So that's just a matter of opinion, and I get it. Again, we're not building a grand piano here. It's just a cabin. So even if I was doing it at my house, I still don't think if I was doing it at the house, I'd probably trim cut, like flush cut all these so they're perfectly square and they butt up perfect, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right, so now I have to work around this receptacle, right? Because it's obviously not going to fit. So I'm just taking my board, getting it flushed up on the end, marking where the box is. Take that, extend those lines all the way across the board. This is the bottom of the board, so that tongue from the piece is going to go in here. So we're not cutting this side, we're cutting this part out. So now I just take this scrap piece, stick it on there like that. I'm going to pull that receptacle out. Mark that right there. Take that over here. Lay it on my board. So right there. So we're cutting this piece out right here. Take your finger, hold it tight. There's your mark. Grab your scroll saw. Cut to your line. Back it up. And again, take your circular saw, chamfer that edge. Oh, I gotta get that outlet out of the way. Got a little ambitious on my wiring. I was bored one night. We were sitting in here and it's like, oh, let's do something. And we don't have power hooked up right now, so hence the 100-foot extension cord that I ran this morning. Oh, that's a little wonky. I don't like it. See how crooked it is? I don't like it.
But I thought you said the little plates will come.
That's true. Well, yeah, I don't like running the big plates because those, I don't know. But this is behind the TV, so
Yeah.
it don't matter.
Yeah, I think we're good.
And look at the twist on this thing. So this end is in, it's tight to here, and then it'll go though. Yeah. Look at that. That's flat. This thing's just rolled out. Like so. A couple nails in that side. Hear it cracking. There. That's embarrassing. Look at the size of that gap. I'm not building a grand piano. Okay. 44 and a half. Two of them.
Enough said.
Enough said.
Getting back to work. Get back to work.
Let's get to work.
It sucks out here.
Well, I'm glad we're in here then.
Yeah, it absolutely sucks.
Suckles.
It's windy. It's cold. It's gloomy.
Miserable. You would never been able to live with yourself.
You're right.
Ugh.
Dang it.
Man, it's got that thing's got some twist.
Got a gap.
Gotta get the jammy out. Alright, might as well get a close up of the jammy.
Yeah.
So the board's tight. Down here, I mean, yeah, it's tight right there. And then it gaps open. And it's tight again down here. So, made this little gizmo, just took a piece of the tongue and groove.
Why do you only screw the top piece on?
Because the bottom piece is a wedge, so the bottom piece has to move. You can hear it when it gets tight too.
You can leave the jammy on there while you nail it.
Yeah, you want to leave the jammy on until you get it nailed in.
Why don't you leave that by the floor?
I should leave it by the floor, huh? Just quit walking across the room for it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's just brilliant. And it opened up a little bit, but it's still not as bad as it was. Because, again, these are just aluminum brats, so they're not like the strongest thing on the planet. Oh, we broke the back of the. I was wondering what that was.
Oh!
Busted the back of the jam now. Now we need a new jammy. Jeez.
Shoot, those damn jammies.
Need to make one out of oak or something. So we cut this board to length for the whole wall here. Now we gotta trim it for the window. So we just set it in place. And we're just gonna mark it this way instead of measuring. So there's our mark. Got a little bow in it. There.
Nice.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, gently I can drive a 69 Ford. That's going all water. Go around the backside.
That was good.
Put the clutch in. Only drove the tractor
When
for
was
like
the
20
last time?
minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already looking for a clutch.
Gas is off.
Yep.
Camper's off.
Yep.